Hello everybody, welcome to Stories, Treasures, and Tea. Very glad to have you here today, and I must wish all my American friends happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying time with your family, and we already had ours, of course, here in Canada, so we're kind of done with that. But today at Stories, Treasures, and Tea, I have a few stories to tell you about. Of course, I'm going to tell you about some treasures, which I found a couple of things in the thrift shop this week, and I want you to kind of come with me to the thrift shop. And also I want to talk about my tea. So I think I'm going to begin with my tea, but before I do, please subscribe if you haven't already. That would help me very much. So I'm going to begin with my tea, and what I have today, I've chosen to drink this, it's like a holiday tea. I'm kind of getting into the holiday spirit a little bit now. I know it's Thanksgiving for you guys, but I've started to do a little bit of Christmas decorating as well. Not completely, perhaps you have too. Have you started to Christmas decorate yet, if you celebrate that? So I've chosen this holiday tea. Let me just taste it. Oh yes, that's very nice. It's like a mulled tea. It's a black tea, but it has cinnamon and cloves. Very nice. That would be a beautiful tea for Christmas morning. And that is available from our Tea Amo if you are in Canada. So, just click on our website if you want to order some of that. And I want to show you this cup today. It is a beautiful Christmas cup, really, and it is Queen Anne is the make, and it is a vintage teacup, but very pretty for Christmas as well. Oh, I love that. Very nice. So the stories I want to tell you about today include this kind of idea that I had, and it was a big idea, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But before I do, I want to tell you about the Remembrance Day service in our town. My daughter and I went to it, and of course it's still November, so I just wanted to kind of tell you about that because it was so moving. There were many, many people at this Remembrance Day service. The one beautiful church in town, they did these handmade poppies. And I think they were all knit or maybe crocheted, but all of them were a little bit different. They must have had thousands of them. And they sort of placed them on their fence and behind their fence as well. They were just beautiful. So this Remembrance Day service, there were veterans there, there was an airplane flying over like the warplane, and many different groups would place a wreath. Like they had the local police, they had the BIA, they had, I think they had like Girl Guides. So all different groups would place a wreath in honor of our veterans. And it was a very moving event. So the other thing I want to tell you about is something that I got in my mind because my one neighbor told me that they are moving, and they were telling me the town that they're planning to move to. So I looked up this house. It's a townhouse as well, one story, and it's a very small town. I mean, we live in a town here too, but this one is very small. So I looked it up online and I saw the one they're moving to, and I thought, oh, it is beautiful. our houses here are 11 years old. This one is 2 years old where he's looking. So then I saw online, I saw another one in that same neighborhood for less money. It was a smaller unit, which is fine for me. So then I started to think, if I could get this much for this home and pay this much less in that little town, maybe I could do this. I'd be ahead financially, I thought. Everything would be newer, which would include like the fridge, the stove, the washer, the dryer, the dishwasher. All that is 2 years old. So I started thinking about it, and I went there with my sister, because my sister's a real estate agent, and we looked at this house. Beautiful. What I liked about it was, I liked the newness of it, but I also liked the whole back window, the whole back wall was all windows. I loved that. It was so pretty and bright and cheery. So I came back home and I started thinking about it, and then I came into my house and I thought, I do like this house, and I do love my view, because in that other house, the view was, even though there were glass right across the back wall windows, the view was actually a parking lot. So, and then when my sister did all the figures for me, you know, you think you might get this for your house and buy that one for the lower amount, but by the time you pay real estate fees, and she would have given me the lowest price she could, lawyer fees, we have land transfer tax, and land transfer tax was like thousands of dollars, which I didn't know. So really, when it was all said and done, I changed my mind. I thought, I like this place. I love the view. It's good for, you know, even as I get older, because it's one floor. So I just decided I'm fine here. It's nice to see the other place, but I am just fine here. What about you? Have you ever thought of doing something like that, or you know, decided another place might be better? It's kind of like the grass is greener on the other side of the hill kind of thing. So I want to take you also to a thrift shop that I visited this week, and I want to show you an item that I got. Oh, these are growlers, these jugs. Oh, and here we have these ceramic pitcher and bowls that I remember I did one in ceramics class. Look at these silver items. Some of them are just so beautiful. These teapots, I mean, if I didn't have two already, I would have bought one, but these have to be valuable. I saw a woman repurpose them and put flowers in them. Oh, and these are like paper mache. I'm thinking someone had this whole collection, but I looked carefully at these and there is so much work in these things. Paper mache of some sort. So the little item that I got at the thrift store this week is this. It's so cute. It is to put on the mantle, and it's to hold a Christmas stocking, and of course it is for our little bit. I just thought that was so cute, and it was like $3.99. So I thought that was a good price, and it's very heavy, so it should hold her little stocking. Such a nice little gift. And the other thing I want to talk about is when I did come home and realize that I really do like my little home, Then I decided I'm going to have my friend for brunch. So we had a nice fall brunch, and it was just such a nice visit. And I think she enjoyed my little cozy house as much as I did that day. And speaking of Lilibet, I just want to let you know that she is doing great. I think a couple of videos ago, I was telling you she wasn't feeling well, and she wasn't. She wasn't eating for a day or maybe 2 days. But anyway, we did visit the vet. She's fine. By the time we visited the vet, she was good. And she is just full of energy, and we are just loving our little doggie. She's at the farm a lot, but I see her regularly. She's here. So she's doing just fine. And the other thing I just want to talk about, which I'll end with, I got this book as a gift a while ago, and it's called 52 Lists for Happiness. And it's kind of, it's like journaling, and it has some inspirational thoughts. So for example, one of them says, list the ways that you think someone you love would describe you. So someone you love, how would that person describe you? I would like you to tell me some of the ways in the comments, if you don't mind, this week. And then it says, it usually has a list of things that they want you to do for your happiness. And then there's a kind of an exercise. It says, take action. It says, now that you have listed these things that someone you love would describe you as, go ask them to list their favorite elements of who you are and compare your list to theirs. I think that's a great idea, great exercise. And the other one I just thought was really interesting says this: list the times when you felt like you made a difference in someone else's life. Think about that. What is a time when you feel like you made a difference in someone else's life? And the exercise says, take 15 minutes today to search the news and social media for people who you think are making a difference in the world. Interesting. Let's do that this week. And until next week, I hope you have a good week. I hope you enjoy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating that. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.